So if a patient is taking Mood Guard for restful sleep and basically they can't shut down their mind, they're constantly thinking and planning, making lists in their mind all night long, what would the indicators be that it's no longer necessary?
Oh, very good question. What we might call the restless mind.
Mm-hmm.
During the day, we want our mind to be active. We might even want it to be a little restless. We might want it to make some lists. We might want it to be intellectually active and engaged during the day. But by the end of the day, we should be quieting down. And the quieter we are, the better. Now, for me, because I was one of those people whose mind was on, let me say, all the time. I'm smiling because there are many anecdotes that I'll save you, but lots of illustrations that at one time, my mind was on all the time. There's a healthy balance between engagement and relaxation. In the same way that if we exercise, it's so important to stretch before and cool down after to get the full benefit of physical exercise, the same thing is true about mental exercise. Except most of us don't know that we can alter how our mind works. That our mind is our servant, we're not the servant of our mind. But you need some tools to get access to the mind as servant, not the mind as master. So my suggestion is that folks like this take a look at our evening sleep preparation sequence, baking soda and Epsom salts bath, abdominal breathing, green dichromatic light. These are ways of saying to the body, thank you for being active during the day. I'm really glad for all the analysis you did during the day. But now we're going into another place. We're going into the place of sleep. We're going into the place of letting go. We're going into the place of the abstract. We're going into the place where we can dream. Whether we remember them or not, we still dream. We're going to the place where we have these sleep cycles that renew and restore us. I can tell you from personal experience, as well as from studies that I've read, many people do not feel comfortable letting go. They want to be in control. They so value the part of their mind that has worked so well and so hard during the day that they basically have been encouraged by their conditioning, by their background, by their environment, by their community, to get into a situation where their mind is on and on and on until they're so exhausted that eventually they fall asleep. And then very often they dream of making lists because it continues even after they fall asleep. So sleep is an active state, even though we're resting, renewing, and rehabilitating ourselves. Sleep is a very active state. And from my point of view, restorative sleep is really quite delicious. Once I realized how much better I could feel and function by getting restorative sleep, I changed my habits. I spent 20 minutes twice a day learning relaxation responses and then active meditation, such as the Western tradition by Robert Leichman. In addition to that 20 minutes twice a day during the day, I established a routine that told my body it was now time to sleep. It was now time to set aside all the analysis, the list making, all the thinking, all the needs that the family or we may have that we can go through again, again, and again. Or we can choose deeper peace. And I think it's fair to say that when we're at deep peace, we want to be active and engaged during the day, and then we want to be tired and sleep restoratively at night. So these are just some suggestions of what to do when the body says, you're on your way to being better. However, I'm going to let you know that there are still issues in your digestion that need to be attended to. And the way I let you know that is with some passing gas.